Welcome back to the show. It is now time to go to Japan. Going to start with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and their G1 Tag League Tournament is coming around the corner real soon. Here are the 12 teams that are in the tournament this year. First off, the current IWGP Tag Team Champions Toji Makabe and Toru Yano, Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima, Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroki Goto, Manabu Nakanishi and Yutaka Yoshi, Giant Bernard and Rick Fuller, Yuji Nagata and Mitsuhide Hirasawa, Wataru Inoue and Koji Kanemoto, Takashi Iizuka and Tomohiro Ishii, Jado and Gedo, Yujiro and Tetsuya Naito, Milano Collection AT, and Taichi Ishikawa, and Negro Casas and Rocky Romero. The tournament begins October the 18th with these 4 matches. Listen to these matches. Yujiro and Tetsuya Naito will face Jado and Gedo. Yuji Nagata and Mitsuhide Hirasawa will face Toji Makabe and Toru Yano. Wataru Inoue and Koji Kanemoto will face Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroki Goto. And Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima will face Takashi Iizuka and Tomohiro Ishii. Now, the tournament begins on October the 18th, and it's going to run all the way to November the 5th, which is where the semifinals and the finals are going to take place. So stay tuned here in the upcoming weeks for that event. Now, let's go to Dragon Gate. A very big event took place today in Osaka. Here are the results. Pac, Dragon Kid, and Anthony W. Mori defeated Taku Iwasa, Kenichiro Arai, and Shisha Boy. Akira Tozawa and B&B Hulk went to a no contest. Shingo Takagi defeated Don Fuji. Cyber Kong and Cyber Koncito defeated Naoki Tanasaki and MCKZ. Yamato won a battle royal with Gama, Yasushi Kanda, Genki Horiguchi, Masaki Mochizuki, Magnitude Kishiwada, Canis, and Super Sisha. And in the main event, Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino defeated Ryo Saito and Susumu Yokosuka. They are the new Open the Twin Gate Tag Team Champions. Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino, the 4th Open the Twin Gate Champions ever. The next show coming up is October the 5th, which is headlined with Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino making their first defense of the tag team titles against Cyber Kong and Yamato. And finally, to Pro Wrestling Noah. While I was away, the news was Kenta Kobashi's out of action. He spoke to reporters a couple of days ago. This is courtesy of the Noah Puriso fan website. Kenta Kobashi spoke to reporters over in Japan about his current condition. As previously reported here, Kobashi underwent emergency surgery due to the problems with his arms. He could be on the sidelines for up to 1 year. He vowed that his career would not end this way and that he would be back. The former GHC heavyweight champion has started rehab on his arm and has promised to come back stronger than he did during his last comeback. Kobashi also spoke of his desire to once again be champion. And here's the best to Kenta Kobashi. If he could beat cancer, he could beat an arm injury. And all my best goes out to Kenta Kobashi. I hope you're not out another year like you were the last time. Just hope you get better, and I hope you come back a full 100%. Well, I do have some time before I take a break, and I want to talk about something that was very interesting. If you have not seen this, WWE 24/7 came out with another episode of Legends of Wrestling, which if you do not have WWE 24/7, you gotta get it. This is one of the reasons why Legends of Wrestling is a fun show to watch. It really is. And me, Gene Okerlund's the host. He had Mick Foley, Ric Flair, Taz, and Jim Ross as his co-host, I guess you could say. And the topic this time around was factions. And they were talking about the best factions, the worst factions. And I want to talk about the worst factions. Each one gave their own opinion. And it was very interesting to watch. Mick Foley picked the Dungeon of Doom as the worst faction in his opinion of all time. Ric Flair picked the NWO as his worst faction of all time. And you got to hear his reasons. My words do no justice for what he says on there. Taz picked the Cabinet as his worst faction of all time. And Jim Ross had two, actually. Master P and the No Limit Soldiers from WCW, and the Oddities were his pick for the worst factions ever. So, one of your two questions of the week this week is, in your opinion, what do you think is the best and worst factions of all time in wrestling history? And this can go anywhere. You can pick any group. I don't care which one. You can pick any one. To me, the best faction ever is the Four Horsemen, hands down. I don't think anybody could touch them. The worst faction of all time, and I think this is one that may get surprises. It may get a what? The $1 Million Corporation. I just did not like them. All the guys there had to be either 40 years old, over 40, close to retirement, or about to leave WWF, whatever. And that's no disrespect to Ted DiBiase, who's one of the greats of all time. But the only thing that came out of that was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everything else was, ugh. Gotta take a quick break, NWA, and then I'll tell you about what I got in store next week and the other question of the week.